I promise you that by the time a patient calls your practice, they've already Googled you, they've checked your reviews, they've watched at least one of your videos, if you have one, they've scrolled your Facebook, and they've already half decided whether or not they trust you. That phone call is not the beginning of the relationship, it's almost the end of your audition. And a lot of practices are failing it without even knowing they're ever even being evaluated. The modern patient researches provider the same way that research goes for a new car or a restaurant that they've never tried. They search, they compare it, they read, they watch, and they form an opinion long before any human interaction ever happens. Studies show that most patients visit at least 3 to 4 sources before booking an appointment. Some visit a lot more than that. So, what are they actually looking at? Well, reviews, obviously, but also your website and your social media presence and any videos you've made and posted, whether you show up in AI search results or not, and whether your content actually answers specific questions that they're already asking. If they've searched, "What should I expect in my first infusion appointment?" and your clinic has a video that answers that exact question, you may have just won yourself a new patient. If that question goes unanswered on your end, unfortunately, someone else is going to answer it, and now they're booking somewhere else. So here's the part that most practices miss: helpful content is not optional marketing fluff. It's your first impression. It's your waiting room, it's your front desk, and your consultation all rolled into one piece of content that works for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, without anyone ever calling in sick. So here are 3 things that you can do right now, winning patients before they ever call. First, answer the top 5 questions your front desk get asked every single week. Turn each one into a short video or a blog post, or both. Those are the exact searches your future patients are running. Second, get your Google reviews in order. Not just the quantity, but how you respond to them. A thoughtful, professional response to a negative review tells a prospective client more about your practice and culture than 50 5-star ratings. Don't just collect reviews. Manage them like they matter. Well, because they do. And third, make sure your content speaks to a really specific patient. "We provide compassionate care for all ages" is the content equivalent of a firm handshake with no eye contact. It says nothing. We help patients with treatment resistant depression and find relief when options that they've tried haven't worked. Now you're talking to someone, so be specific. Specificity builds trust faster than anything else that you can put on a page. The practices winning acquisition right now are not necessarily the biggest or the most well funded. They're the ones who are showing up consistently, answering real questions, and making a prospective patient feel understood before a single conversation ever has to happen. You need to realize that your content is your first impression, and right now, patients are forming opinions about your practice, whether you're intentional about it or not. You might as well be intentional, and while you're at it, make it a good one. So, if you want help auditing what your online presence is actually saying about you, send us a DM or go visit arcanemarketing.com. We do this kind of stuff every single day for healthcare practices, and we always find something worth fixing.